welcome to my channel, the Baking Diva. Well, as you can see, I didn't dress up today for this video. I just have a t-shirt on. It says Wildwood crest. And those of you that follow me, you know that every summer, family takes a vacation down in Wildwood. I love it down there. Of course, I love the beach, so why wouldn't I? And now we have Hurricane, I think it's Erin, going on, and I have family members down in Wildwood right now, and things aren't working out so well for them. They closed, well, they left the beaches open, but they put the red flags along the water. Can't go in the water. The swells and the waves and the riptides are just too rough and too high. And it's been raining, and it's supposed to be cloudy and windy and raining for a couple of days, so I don't think they're too happy, but they'll make the best of it. So anyway, today I have a Trader Joe's near me, and I really like Trader Joe's a lot. And some people think, well, isn't Trader Joe's expensive? Trader Joe's is not expensive at all. Their prices are very, very reasonable. And I hadn't been there for a while. And the other day I went in there and I spotted a cookie mix. Now, maybe it's been around for a little while. I know it's a limited edition, but I decided to pick it up and try it and make it for both our family and you. And this is what it's called. It's called the Everything But the Kitchen Sink Cookie Mix. It also does tell you on here that you can make the cookies with it, but if you want, you can use an 8x8 brownie pan and you can make it in there as bars. But I'm going to stick with the cookies today. And I got to tell you, it couldn't be easier. I mean, Trader Joe's does have a reputation for, I would say, creating very unique products that cater to, let's say, cravings. And this cookie mix is no exception. Let me read to you what it says is in it on the box. If you look at it, you think, oh, maybe it's just a chocolate chip cookie, but no. It has in it semi-sweet chocolate chunks, walnuts, oats, pretzels, caramel bits, coconut, and sea salt. And the best part about it all is you only have to add to this 1 egg and a half a stick of softened unsalted butter. So we're going to give it a try today and see what I think of it. With all those ingredients in it, instead of a regular cookie, it sounds more like a cookie sampler to me. So Trader Joe's says it's good, and like I said, it's a limited edition, so I'm not exactly sure how long it'll be out. I think it came out in the fall. I can't imagine they're gonna discontinue it before this coming holiday season, but with Trader Joe's, you never know. So we're gonna mix it today, bake them, and we're gonna see if Trader Joe's keeps their promise in telling us that these cookies are delicious. So let's get started. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, just smash the subscribe. And that's it. You'll be a subscriber and you'll just be notified when I get a new video up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my stick of softened, unsalted butter and put it in this bowl. Now, some people may use a mixer, but the instructions tell you you just need to use a whisk, and your butter is softened, so that's what I'm going to do today. And then you're going to just add 1 egg, and that's the only 2 ingredients you have to add. Sounds good, right? So I have a whisk here, and I'm going to whisk this mixture till it's nice and creamy. I know, I feel bad for people that don't have a Trader Joe's near them. Not everybody does, although there's a lot of Trader Joe's in the country. But we had one by us for years. And then they closed it up, and about a mile away, they built a new one. So the service is always great there. The prices are good. There's always people in there. So they're doing something right. The only thing that disappoints me a little is so many of their items are either limited edition or I should say seasonal. So you find something in there that you really love and then you might go back to get it and they don't have it anymore. Say it's a Christmas item. They sell out of these things very fast and then maybe they don't get them in until the following Christmas. And also, yeah, they do sell them out very quickly. Like you'll see, oh, Trader Joe's has a new item and it sounds just like something you want. And you hurry on down there and they're gone already. And sometimes they don't get them in again. So I would just tell you, if you want something, don't hesitate, buy it, because if you go back, it might not be there anymore. Now I should tell you that you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And on my cookie sheet, I always put a piece of parchment paper. This way nothing seems to stick to it. So I'm trying to mix this the best I can. The butter is softened, but I'm using a whisk. That's what they said to do. I think a mixer might have creamed it up a little faster, but that's okay. For the most part, I bake my cookies from scratch. Don't usually buy box mixes, but I was very curious to try this. So I bit the bullet and decided to do that today. Excuse me a minute. Cinnamon! Cinnamon, get off there. Good girl. We're giving Cinnamon, my 1-year-old puppy, my cockapoo, a little bit more freedom in the house, but you really have to keep your eyes on her because she's a handful. What are you doing? You want to come in the video? Maybe at the end I'll bring you in. Okay, doggies can't have chocolate, and there's chocolate in these. Okay, well this looks pretty well mixed to me. So let's see what else it says on the box. Has pictures on here of all the ingredients that are in here. And it says, well, obviously there's walnuts in it because it does say contains milk, soy, wheat, coconut, and walnut. So if you're allergic to nuts of any kind, don't use this mix. And for the cookies, you just use the 1 box of this, your 1 stick of softened unsalted butter, and 1 egg. You preheat your oven to 350. You cream the butter until soft. With the egg, you add the cookie mix and you fold together using a spoon or a spatula or even your hands. Now this says divide the dough into 18 portions, like 1 heaping tablespoon each. Or you can roll it into balls and put them about 4 inches apart on your prepared sheet. It says bake for 12 to 14 minutes until the edges and peaks of the cookies are a golden brown. I never overbake my cookies. Cool them for a few minutes and transfer to a wire rack. Now these are supposed to be nice and, I guess, a little crispy on the outside but soft on the inside. So let me open up the box. Certainly easy enough, that's for sure. Oh. Easier to make them than it is to open the box. Come on, come on. All right. All right, so here it is. It's all contained in one, and I'm looking in here. I can see a little bit of everything. I don't know if you can see it, but everything is contained in this one package. So let me open it. Maybe I should get a scissor to open it. So I'm just going to add it to my butter and my egg mixture. Whoa, I can tell you, look at this. Little pretzels in there, little twisty pretzels. Big chunks of chocolate. Oh yeah. Put this over here. What else is in here? Let me see. Oh, pretzels. Well, there's, oh, look at these chocolate chunks in there. There's a lot in there. So I'm going to mix this all up till it becomes dough-like. Now, I think I'm going to make less than 18 of these. I'm going to use my ice cream scooper, which will make a big cookie, and I think I'm going to make 12 of them. So let me get this all mixed up good, and then I'll be back. We'll put them on the prepared cookie sheet and put them in the oven, and then the best part is we'll do a taste testing. So don't go away. Okay, I'm back. I washed my hands. I have a scoop here, an ice cream scoop. You can either use, follow the directions on the box, use a tablespoon, or grab a little bit, roll it into a ball. I'm going to try using the scoop. Make them a little bigger. I think they'll be interesting. Okay. And it says to keep them about 4 inches apart. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, these are going to be a nice size cookie. I'm just pressing them into the ice cream scoop a little. These are pretty big. Maybe I'll roll some of them into a ball. See the difference. Just flatten it a little. It's a very thick batter because there's so much in it. Everything but the kitchen sink. Alrighty. I forgot to tell you, I believe I paid about maybe $4.49 for the box of these, which is I think it's a great deal compared to buying cookies at the food store. They're not so inexpensive anymore, that's for sure. They're not as inexpensive as homemade, but they're still less expensive than you buy them in the store. Especially cookies like this. You know, this is going to give me probably about 13 good size ones. So I'm heading over to the oven. I'm going to check them after 12 minutes, but because I made them so big, they probably won't be done. But you just want them to be slightly golden brown, and you don't want to overcook your cookies. So I will be right back. Okay, they're out of the oven. I've let them cool for about 10 minutes on the cooling rack. They look really good. And remember, I made them bigger. So I got actually 13 of them. If you make them smaller, you're going to cook them according to the directions on the box. But because I made them bigger, I think mine cooked for about 20 minutes or so, but just keep your eye on them. And they look delicious. I mean, just look at these. I'll put some photos in for you. So let's see if they're all that Trader Joe's says they are. Alrighty, I'm gonna bite into this one. Crunchy on the outside. Very full and plentiful on the inside. There's a lot in there. If you want them a little softer, just cook them a few minutes less. There's so many different flavors coming together in here. I'm crunching on the nuts. Chocolate, the oats. They are so good. I like them. I like them a lot. And my kitchen smells fantastic. They didn't skimp on what they put in here at all. There is a lot of nuts in here. So good. Okay, so I tried them now. I've tasted them. What do I think of them? I give them a 10. I give them a 10. I think they're very good. I might have cooked mine or baked mine a minute or so less, because I do that all the time. I bake my cookies less than they tell you to, because I just like a softer cookie. But these are good. They're crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. All those flavors came together. You get sweet. I'm getting salty, I guess, from the pretzels. I say give them a try. Have them with a glass of milk or a cup of coffee, and I think you'll be pleased. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you happen to have a Trader Joe's in your area, pick up a box of these, because I think they were like, I think $4.49. And that's not bad for 13 big cookies like this. So anyway, I will see you all very soon. I have something very, very special I'm working on. I don't want to give you any hints, but I will show that to you. And I will see you all soon. Love you. Toodles!